Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be showing two separate replays of some of the most dangerous tank destroyers available in World of Tanks Blitz. We're going to be starting off with the 4005, a tier 10 British clipper, and finishing off with an absolutely crazy game in the T30. Now, I literally just played this game in the 4005. I saw the camo pop up in my offers for 6,000 gold, and yeah, I just can't help myself. I purchased the camo. I think the camo actually looks sick, though. It's really cool. Being able to actually see the tracks through the actual encasement of the spaced armor is incredibly awesome. The whole tank looks really, really good with the legendary camo. To be honest, I'm not sure which camo I like better. I do really like the overkill as well because of the neon lights, and it says 4005 spray painted on the side. I think this camo is really cool as well. But this one's got a lot more going for it, so yeah, I'm probably going to be sticking with Blackbird. Plus, it's got a really, really cool name. So let's get straight into that replay and showcase just what the 4005 can do. Now, I'll be real, this game, when it started, I thought was going to be terrible. The enemy lineup is pretty strong. They got a 60 TP, AMX 50B, FE2 and 5B 183, Object 140, a Progetto 65, a TNH VZ 51, and the Waffenträger Panzer 4. So they got some strong tanks, especially the Progetto 140. I mean, their whole lineup's really good, especially their heavies as well. So in the beginning of this game, I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted to go, because Nube is not the best map for a vehicle like the 4005. This is a large tank with a 14mm turret, meaning that essentially anywhere I put this vehicle is obviously prone to getting destroyed. But at the same time, if we can get it in a spot to catch somebody off guard, now that's what I'm looking for. So the bat chat runs across over to base B and doesn't spot anything. We can see the enemy 50B already detected, so at this point, I really didn't think the enemy had anything over here. But it turns out they actually did. They were just really, really slow. So not only was the enemy, not only was the enemy TNH there, but the Waffle and 60 TP were there. I just went from 1900 health to 850 in a matter of seconds. That's not a good start to this battle. The great thing about the 4005, though, is that it has Spall Liner, which means any HE shells is going to deal 20% less damage. Also, the great thing about the 4005 is that it can still deal 1640 damage in around 5 seconds. Or actually, I think it's 7.5. But still, that's pretty insane. It means essentially if you overpoke or allow this vehicle to catch you on reload, yeah, you're going to regret life. So, we're going to see what we can do. Starting off, we're going to patiently wait right here. And now we're going to go. You can see I've activated my super speed boost, and uh-oh. Well, I thought this 183 was going to keep going, but my 3 a.m. reaction time was not very good. Thankfully, we got incredibly lucky. I'm going to be real, I should have died there. The 183 just didn't aim in long enough and I guess missed his shot, but yeah, that was a bit of a poor maneuver there for me. I tried to bite off a bit more than I could chew, and I almost lost the game because of that. So thankfully we got very lucky and we were able to get a bounce. Now if you're wondering how the 183 bounced me, it's because he shot me in the track and missed my actual hull. So kind of just a flat dub, I guess, there. Now we saw the enemy 50B is trying to get behind our team. So at this point I'm going to full speed and try and help out my teammates. So we can see the 60 TP, but I'm not going to worry about that player as of right now, because obviously this is on my mind. So unfortunately, the first HE shell doesn't do much, but we do get some nice shells, and bonk! Yes, we were able to get that final shell into the enemy AMX 50B. Now here's the impressive part. See my Conf Panzer over there? He's basically almost full health, and he has to pen a, what, 15 health 50B? Yeah, guess what? That Conf Panzer misses the shot and dies to the 50B. That's the most impressive part. So this game turns from an incredibly easy win to an incredibly painful battle. You can see that I can't risk exposing myself to the 50B with the 60 TP alive. Thankfully, he dies. Now, with the Waffles nerfed alpha at 600 on standard, it means that the HE is, what, 900? Which means, on average with Spall Liner, I should survive his high explosive shell, which is actually good news for me. So right now, I'm going to wait. And the crazy part is this 50B literally just never left. Like, I'm going to skip ahead 20 seconds here. Another 20 seconds here. Another 20 seconds here. That 50B, I knew he couldn't have left because there's no way he wouldn't have gotten, or he would have gotten spotted leaving. So I was just, what the heck? Why did this guy never try to leave? I mean, I guess it worked out for him, but not really. Now, I knew that the Waffle was sitting behind the 50B, and you can see that the Waffle does indeed high explosive the M60. At this point, I put on my super speed boost to go push behind the Waffle, but what the heck? Yeah, he's actually rushing my M60, thinking that I'm not there. Like, huh? Okay, well, we're going to go for a tracking shot. And just like that, we are able to track the Waffle. We try to track him again. We're not able to get it out. But thankfully, with shell reload boost, we were still able to get that shell into the enemy Waffle and finish him off. The 4005 is an insane tank destroyer. The gun on the vehicle is... it's just crazy. I mean, we were able to deal 5,000 damage in that game from a battle that really didn't start off too good. I don't know if you saw that, but we literally full clipped that 183 from full health, dealing 1,908, which is insane. And then we did 1,440 to the 50B. It's unfortunate that first shell didn't go where I wanted it to. 1,408 to the Waffle. I mean, this tank, when put in a situation that is able to benefit it, it's ridiculous. We were somehow able to win that battle and come out with a victory. But we're not done yet. There's one more game we're going to showcase, and now that is in the T-30 on Yamato Harbor. Now, the T-30 is probably one of the most overpowered tier 9s. There's a lot of people out there that don't really know how to use this tank. Hopefully, this battle is gonna enlighten you just a little bit. This enemy team is filled with a lot of tier 10s, and some very strong ones. IS-7, E3, E5, Vickers Light, Jagdtiger, even a standard B&T 92A1. I mean, their whole lineup is filled with strong tanks. And even though some of their vehicles, like the IS-7, doesn't have the most pen, doesn't really matter when I'm in a T-30, the hull on this tank is incredibly weak. In fact, 150 millimeters can high explosive pen the lower plate. So you gotta be very careful in the T-30, especially on a map like Yamato, where you don't have the opportunity to use gun depression. You're gonna want to be passive, but try and bleed your opponents out. So we can see the Vickers Light off to the side, but I'm not able to get a shell into that, obviously. So we're gonna aim it over here and bonk. Thank you. 607 roll directly into the enemy Jagdtiger. Now, there is an E3 behind that Jagdtiger, which is, yeah, not too exciting. So right now, I'm going to back up as safe as possible. And there you go. I know that the Jagdtiger is blocking the E3, so we're able to slap a shell right into his track wheel for 507. A little bit of a low roll, but you know what? That's fine. We only need 2 more pens to kill that Jagdtiger anyway. I think he's really not enjoying life at this point. So we're going to poke the Jagdtiger. He does get a pen into me, and as well, for some reason, the E3 HEs me and takes off a massive chunk. So we are now down 900 health. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. You can see as well that E3 just went right through my turret with HE. It's still stupid in my opinion that HE can deal that much damage, but oh well. We load a premium shell onto the IS-7 to confirm the pen, and just like that, we've been able to deal 2,200 damage. The gun's been working well, the pen's been fantastic. We do have the E3 off to the side, but I'm not able to get a shell into the E3, and unfortunately, because of the way he actually poked that, he was able to spot me. Now, we did bleed a bit of health, but we were able to kill that Jagdtiger, which was pretty important, because that is one of the deadlier tanks when it comes to damage per minute. It doesn't matter if he didn't play very well, it just takes one minor misplay from me, and that Jagdtiger can absolutely demolish me. Now, Batchat is in the Waffenträger Panzer IV, and he is distracting the E3. Unfortunately, he bounces the front of that tank, but to be fair, the E3 does feature absolutely insane armor. We were able to get a massive 1,000 damage HE into that vehicle, though, so not too bad. Now we have it, the E3 versus the T-30. Who's going to win this brawl? Well, Batchat tries to get another shell into the E3 here, and must have just gotten unlucky. Obviously, I can't see the angle he was shooting at, but I told Bat, I said, just stop, because the E3 is not going to be able to move anymore, and let me get the HE to finish him off. So just like that. There was a little part of me that was nervous I might mess up the HE, and Bat was going to die because of that, but we were able to secure the kill. Deal 4,200 damage so far, but the game's not over. The enemy team still has 4 vehicles left, and we still have 600 health to use. Now, at this point, I knew that T-110E5 was going to cross. I don't know why, but my sixth sense was tingling, and I just knew it. And there you go. T-110E5 gets spotted by the 92E1, and watch his health. Oh my god, 1,100 hit points slapped right off of that tier 10 heavy. Yeah, that's a pretty quick way to end your fun. Alright, well, we're up to 4,800 damage at this point. Batchat, unfortunately, gets HE'd by, it looks like, the T-92E1 on the enemy team. And we can see that the standard B pokes and manages to finish him off. So that's not very good. It's a 3 versus 4. And we're spotted. That's even worse, because my tank reverses at literally like 1 kilometer per hour. But the good news is that this Vickers doesn't think I see him for some reason, so we're able to kill the Vickers and deal upwards of 5,300 damage now. All we have left is the 92E1, who I haven't seen all game, and the enemy T110E5. Okay, well, I want to be cautious, because I am in the range of a one-shot for the T92E1, and for some reason, those tanks always seem to high roll, so I'm not too excited. You can see I go low here. I'm looking for the 92. He doesn't appear to be off to our side. Okay, well, we got the E5 right in front of us, and which way is he going? Well, looks like he was going to pull in front, but now he's decided to back up. But there you go, we got the 92E1. Okay, well, the E5's dead. Maybe, just maybe, we can get a shell into the 92E1. Aiming, aiming, and fire! What? Yes, you just saw that. We penned a 900 damage HE on the 92E1. I still do not know how I hit that shot. I had the reflexes of Spider-Man there. I mean, I seriously don't... Okay. Either way, this is the T30. It is busted. The gun, the armor, the DPM, everything about this tank is absolutely crazy good. It is definitely a vehicle I would suggest to grind. Now, the E4 is also insane, so really there's no reason you shouldn't get either of these tanks. Even the Tier 8's pretty good at this point, after Wargaming's buffed it quite a bit. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I thought this would be a fun video to make, showcasing the true firepower of these two tank destroyers. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.